Hey Leos, so I'm going to go ahead and experiment a little. I've been creating my own deck and I actually have had it for a while. Um, but I want to mix it in. I'm still going to be using regular tarot, but let's see for the bi-weeklies, I'm going to be using this deck, okay? So let's see what comes up for Leo from July 1st through 15th. What's coming up for Leo July 1st? Okay. We've got the 7 katanas, the 4 arrows, the 7 wands, and oh wow, okay, well, I was going to do 4, but I guess the deck says otherwise. We've got the geode, the 5 gold coins, and the 9 wands. And the overall energy is the 5 spears. Interesting. So whatever it is for you, this is definitely happening either right before your birthday, because we've got, well, this is spring, so it might have started around spring because we've got 2 spring cards, but then we've got middle of summer, end of summer, and then autumn. So whatever this is that we're talking about now might have started in the spring. It's going to reach some sort of peak during summer, and it might end, well, depending on what this is as we go clarifying, it might end or continue, maybe reach some different phase during autumn. So let's see what it is. We start off with the 5 spears, Aries sun. So this energy could be whatever it is. I feel like it's geared towards bringing you a lot of confidence, a lot of assertiveness, leadership, being very much in the I don't give a fuck energy. That's, to me, that's the epitome of Aries energy. Not giving a fuck. But in a good way, right? That's what makes them such good leaders, because they're not sitting around waiting for somebody else to make a decision for them. They make a decision for themselves. So we do have the 7 katanas here. Oh, Leo, we've got the Libra North Node. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever this is, it's a partnership of some sort with the Libra North Node. Now, it could be that right now you might have started kind of talking to someone back in Aries season. And it could be in summer or autumn that it finally matures into something different. And I'm saying that because North Node is our destiny. It's our, the natal chart is our blueprint here on this, in this lifetime, in this 3D reality. So the North Node is something we're meant to move towards that brings a lot of satisfaction, a lot of feeling of fulfillment, progression. So whatever connection this is, it doesn't have to be a relationship, could be business, could be, yeah, 7th house, Libra house is contract. So could be a business contract, could be a marriage contract, something of that sort. But whatever it is, it's meant to be in your path. It's destined. It's part of your fate. Now we do have Sagittarius moon here. Oh, we also have the Leo North Node. I hadn't noticed that. Libra and Leo. So not only is it supposed to be some sort of partnership, it's supposed to be very visible. Very visible and very, I think it's gonna open new paths because Leo is very unique. So there's something about this that's very different. It's very unique. I like that. We also have the 4 arrows, Sagittarius moon. I think that this requires a lot of optimism on your part, a lot of faith. The 4 arrows to me is, because 4 is a number of Uranus, right? So it's not something that's super stable. I will say that much. Even if it's a 4, and people usually relate 4 to foundation, not in numerology. In numerology, 4 is the number of Uranus. So I feel like this is something that is going to test you. And I say test you because Uranus is like a lightning bolt. Uranus reminds me a lot of the Tower card, even if that's more Scorpio energy. To me, it's still Uranus. It's like something, it may come out of nowhere. Like you may not have seen this coming, or it's so unusual and out of the box that it requires a lot of faith on your part that it's actually going to work and that it's actually going to bear fruit. Now we do have the geode here, Virgo Sun. And depending on the placement and the energy I'm sensing off the card, the fact that it showed up in this energy means it's the shadow side. Sometimes even the shadow is essential, right? So I don't always classify it as a negative energy. However, based off what I'm reading here, with the Virgo Sun, I feel like you're trying to be very practical, but I think it translates into nitpicking, whether you realize it or not. It translates into critical. It translates into finding flaws in whatever this is. So I'm seeing two suns here, Virgo Sun, Taurus Sun. But we also have Aries Sun. The overall purpose of whatever this is for you to step into Aries energy, for you to step into the very different energy than Virgo Sun. So maybe you have Virgo placements, or you are a Virgo Sun, or maybe you're here because you're a Leo rising or a Leo moon. So don't let the Virgo Sun take over. Not that Virgo energy is negative, it's showing up in its shadow, which means that the negative side, of Virgo Sun is coming out. So you're finding flaws, you're nitpicking, whatever this is. Meanwhile, we have the 5 gold coins here, Taurus Sun. So 2 5s to me indicates there's a change, right? Whatever this change is, it's unsettling, but it's also not impossible, because 5 is the number of Mercury, and although it does imply change, it also implies thought, right? Our intellect. So having Aries Taurus combination is actually one of my favorite combinations, because it has this energy of fearlessness and bravery, boldness, courage, but at the same time, it's coming from this place of love and stability, groundedness, tenderness almost, with Taurus Sun. That's why this is showing up in shadow side, because it's like you're telling yourself that you're not being practical, or whatever this is isn't practical. It's impulsive. You're telling yourself this is I think you're focusing on this though. That's the energy I'm getting. You're focusing on the fact that this is required. So you're seeing it, whatever this is, you're seeing it as something impulsive and hasty and ill-advised. When in reality, this is the energy underneath the surface. It's actually very grounded, very practical, very realistic. We'll clarify in a little bit. But then we also have the 9 wands. Leo North Node, Leo Jupiter. Damn. If there's one thing I'm going to tell you, Leo, is that this is going to stretch you. I just realized how nasty that sounded. You know what I mean, bitches. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like energetically. I mean your soul, your sense of self is going to be stretched here, because the North Node is not only what you're supposed to move towards in this lifetime. Jupiter also represents expansion, but we have a 7 and a 9. So 7s in numerology have to do with our spiritual path, and then the 9 has to do with coming to the end of a cycle. So you're definitely, there's change here, there's suddenness, there's divine connection. And that doesn't have to be romantic. I'm saying whatever this is feels divinely guided. But at the same time, you're having to leave behind something that Could be your comfort zone. Could be something you're very used to. But you're definitely expanding. You're growing. There's so much growth here. Okay, so let's clarify the 5 spears for Leo. Clarify the 5 spears. See? Wow. What I just reduced all this down to is literally represented in these 3 major arcanas. Well, scratch that, in these 4 major arcanas. So, excuse me. I've said this once and I'm going to say it again. Major arcanas take about 3 to 6 months, in my opinion, to fully develop, to fully show up. So, you could have noticed already in the past 3 months, or maybe it's coming to a culmination now, and this has been happening for the past 6 months. Only you know. Each Leo is going to be different. Maybe past 4, 5, whatever. You're being pushed into the energy of trust. You're being pushed into, maybe you're coming across karmic soulmates. And this doesn't always have to be negative. Our North Node is also our karma, but it's in a good way. It's meant to stretch us, to help us grow. So maybe you're coming across connections that are karmic in nature, but are helping push you into the direction you're meant to go in this lifetime. So by doing that, you're being pushed into the energy of faith. And I'm saying that because we've got the Moon card and the Fool here. So not only are you being asked to have faith, but you're being asked to have blind faith, because the Moon card implies you can't see. You can't tell what's coming up ahead. It feels like you're walking forward with a blindfold, and the Fool is like, trust. Because I do feel like your fears are taking over a little bit. Your fears are telling you, this is stupid. Your fears are telling you, what the hell are you doing? Your fears are calling you a fool, but not in a good way. And the Fool energy, I've said this before, but I'm going to use this example. Fool energy is like this, right? When people see me, some people, I'm not saying all, but when some people see me reading tarot, they'll say things like, well, that's stupid. It's just little cards with numbers or pictures on them. How's that going to tell you anything? But I trust my intuition, and I know that what I'm doing is actually a tool for my intuition, to give it direction, to give it structure. So right now, you're being faced with that dilemma. Are you going to be the type of fool where you feel like a fool, you feel like you're being stupid, or are you going to be the type of fool where other people might not understand why you're doing what you're doing, but you're trusting your path, you're defeating your fears, because your fears are telling you, are nitpicking whatever this is apart and finding all the flaws. Let's clarify the 7 katanas. Clarify the 7 katanas for Leo. Clarify the 7 katanas. Oh, interesting. 6 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Leo. Excuse me. Well then, I'll tell you one thing. Even though only one card came out on the shadow side, it's definitely fucking with you more than enough. It's not only showing up as the devil, your fears, your worst nightmare, but you're showing up in self-sabotage. You're showing up full of anxiety and worry and stress and not being able to sleep. Whatever this is feels so good. This is Scorpio Sun energy. There's this depth of emotion that's difficult to explain, and therefore you run. You leave it behind. even if afterwards, after leaving it behind, you feel really empty. You feel, yeah, you feel empty, you feel alone, you feel cold. Because the North Node energy is meant to pull us out of our comfort zone. So I feel like you're rushing back into your South Node energy, which is something you're very comfortable with. It's past life, it's something you've already conquered. But it also leaves you feeling really empty because you're not growing. It's very stagnant. But you're running from that which will make you grow. Let's clarify the 4 arrows. Clarify the 4 arrows for Leo. We've got the 9 of Cups, Judgment. Clarify the 4 arrows for Leo. The High Priestess and the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Wow. So, when you ask your higher self, your guides, what should I do? You get a very clear answer: to trust. If this feels good, follow it. Does it make you happy? Follow it. Does it bring you satisfaction? Follow it. But it's almost like you get the answer from spirit. You get the answer from your guides, from your ancestors, whoever it is that you receive your guidance from. And then you second guess it. You're like, no, you know what? I may have gotten this answer, but I'm gonna just do my thing because I don't trust the answers. So now you're not even trusting your guides. Leo. Let's clarify Leo North Node, the 7 Wands. Well, if I could pick these up. Clarify the 7 Wands for Leo. Three of Cups. Clarify the 7 Wands. 5 of Wands. And the 10 of Pentacles. Leo, what the hell? You know what's funny? The Cancer reading had a lot of aces. Either everybody's on the same fucking page or you have Cancer energy, and I suggest you go watch that reading. Because this is, whatever is coming in, Leo, is very real. It's very tangible. In case you were like, no, this is just my intuition telling me that it could last, but it probably won't. This is saying, oh, the potential for it to last is there. With the 3 of Cups, though, you may have naysayers. You may have people around you who are friends and or family, and they're telling you, I don't know, this is going to be very challenging. This is going to be very I feel like they're going against you, right? With the 5 of Wands, they're going against this, whatever this is. Whatever the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups is. And the Ace of Swords came out a while ago, too. They're creating conflict. They're creating competition. And that could be where this energy takes over. Like, wait, okay, you know what? If everybody around me says this is crazy, then maybe it is. Maybe it's something that I need to really examine, because I might not be seeing it clearly. I might be seeing it through rose-tinted glasses, or I can't see clearly, so maybe I just shouldn't trust my intuition. Let's clarify this geode. Clarify the geode for Leo. Clarify the geode. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 9 of Wands. Wow, look at that. With the Tower. Leo. Remember when I said there's going to be definite shifts here? Not only are cycles closing, Uranus energy is here, change energy with the two fives and divinity, but it's a little unclear. The North Node energy, which is the seven katanas, the seven wands, it's supposed to feel terrifying. And I'm saying supposed to feel not because the universe wants us to feel fear, but because it's unfamiliar. It would be weird if we didn't feel fear. It's strange. It's not something we're used to when it's our North Node energy. So all of this combined, it's doing a number on your mind. Yeah, you think that you're protecting yourself. You think, well, this is crazy, so I just need to nip this in the bud. When in reality, it's because you're stepping into the energy of fear. You're overanalyzing out of being terrified. So at Six of Pentacles, you may give very little energy to this because it's uncomfortable. It feels jarring. It feels like it's shaking up your entire world, and you're just like, I don't know if I can do this. It's uncomfortable. So look at this, the 9 wands. Here it is, 7 wands. You are guarding yourself. You're protecting yourself. You're telling yourself that this is going to hurt you. That you need to really examine it with this Virgo energy because this is out of your comfort zone. And we have the 10 wands here. It's like you feel this will crush me. This will crush me if I accept it. I don't know, Leo. I love this energy. So let's clarify the 5 gold coins. Clarify the 5 gold coins. Look at that. I knew I had a good feeling about this. 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, look at that, Leo. You're showing up with that no thank you. But I just want to remind you that I'm very surprised because Leos, you guys are supposed to be fearless. You're supposed to be the lions, the lionesses. And you think you're being really smart right now. You think with the Virgo sun energy, you're like, I am smart. I is smart. When in reality, you're full of fear. You're not protecting yourself. You're blocking yourself. Because whatever this is, it's going to bring in so much happiness, so much fulfillment. And it is very grounded. It's also very nurturing. It's nourishing to your soul. It's part of your path. We literally have 2 North Node energies and the Wheel of Fortune. This is part of your destiny. It's part of your fate. Oh, could be love. And you're like, no, 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 no. You're afraid. You're letting fear take over. Let's clarify the 9 wands. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. All right. There you go. There you finally show up, Leo. You show up in actual Leo energy. Because all of this fear, this inner conflict, this devil energy, the 9 of Wands, that's not you. That's not you. You're brave. You're bold. You have courage. And you're finally showing up as the Queen of Wands. I've already seen you as the Queen of Swords. I've seen you as the 7 of Swords. I've seen you like with a lot of Page of Wands energy. Now you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. So remember I said the 9s represent cycles coming to an end. And here we go. Cycles closing out. Now remember, it's a major arcana. The World card is a major arcana. So it could be 3 to 6 months that this finally closes out. But unless it's already been happening. But you finally show up in your power. You finally show up ready to learn, ready to grow. Even if you feel like a novice, even if you feel like you're out of your element, This is stepping into a place that's out of your element, stepping out of your comfort zone, right? The Page. The Page of Pentacles is learning, adapting, experimenting. So you're showing up confident. I may not know exactly what the hell I'm doing, but I'm going to do it in full confidence in myself. I'm going to have faith. Good job, Leo. Good job. Because you're showing up in your power, finally. I'm proud of you, Leos. I'm going to end the reading here. Make sure you let me know if this resonated. Let me know what you think about these. That way I'll know if I should continue them or not. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.